friends, welcome to another video. Today is going to be a monthly wrap up for March. I read 12 books full. The last one I'm counting, I'm going to say I read 13 total because I was like 80% done on March 31st and I only just finished it on April 1st. So I'm counting it for March because I read the majority of it in March. So it's kind of funny. This month, all of the books that I read this month, I got them all from my library. Every single one of them. I do not own a single one of the books I read this month at all. And I had a couple did not finish as well this month where I started them. I did not finish them. The one of them, I can't remember the name of it at all. I have it on my phone app. I use the Libby app from the libraries for the digital books. And then some of them I got a hard copy from my library as well. Anyway, there's a couple that I did not finish. I was not feeling them, so I'll admit that. Everyone gets reading some books they don't like. It happens. So, two of the books, actually, a lot of them were together. I like series. I'm a series serial reader. The Inheritance Games and the Hawthorne Legacy are a duology. I'm not sure if they're coming out with a third one. I will link all these ones that I have reviewed in the description box below if you want to check out the individual reviews for the books. Some of them I did not review at all. It's just one series that it's a longer series. I'm kind of in the middle of it. I did read a bunch of it. I read 4 of them in February. And I talked about them in my February wrap-up. And the ones I did this month, how many did I do this month? 3 of them this month. I'll do those ones last. And then I read 3 books that are not part of a series. Spinning Silver, Nettle and Bone, and The Enchantment of Ravens are all single books, just the one solo book. They are not related. I enjoyed them all. And then I read The Butchering Art, which is another solo book that was part of my 12 books recommended by 12 friends. Happily surprised by that one. Like I said, I'll link all in the description box all the links for these books that I have reviewed. So far, these are all the ones I've reviewed. And then the Raven Cycle series, Raven Boys, The Dream Thieves, Blue Lily, Lily Blue, and The Raven King. Those are the ones I have just recently done. I finished The Raven King on March 31st and posted the video. And if you're paying attention, yes, that means I read multiple books at once. I am bad. So the other ones that I did not review that are kind of like a guilty pleasure was part of the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. I guess it would be book 5, 6, and 7 that I've read because I read the first 4 in February. I have a little notebook here with the books that I've read every month to help me keep track because that's something I've never really done before, and I think I want to start doing it, especially to help out when I make videos for you guys. But anyway, the 3 that I read this month from the Black Dagger Brotherhood are called Lover Enshrined, Lover Avenged, and Lover Mine. Now these ones are smut. I read them all digitally. I did not have a hard copy of any of them. I didn't review them because I didn't review the first ones, and I felt kind of weird jumping in reviewing the series halfway through. They are the whole series. So I'll sort of do a brief summary of what the whole series is about, and you can decide if you want to check them out or not. They are vampire war between the vampires and kind of like the undead, but not like zombies, not like you think of as zombies. It's an interesting twist on the vampire world. Like, it's an urban fantasy book where it's set in our world, our time. Well, she started writing them a while ago, so it's close to our time. Like the 90s and early 2000s kind of era, I guess, in New York State, roughly, somewhere in that region. Vampires can it's not a no, that's wrong. Starting over. So vampires obviously do live on blood in these series, but it is not human blood. They live off of the blood of the opposite sex of their own species. So usually it's mates who feed off of each other's blood, which is the most convenient way for vampires, obviously. They can have other blood, like human blood, but it won't sustain them. They can't live off of it. They also need real food. They don't drink blood every day. It's like once a month or every other month kind of thing, like they do, or when they're really badly injured, then they need it. But they don't have to do it all the time. They eat real food, real meals, all that stuff. And they can't go out in daylight. So that's still true. That part of the rumor is true. And the undead that they're hunting, so the vampires were made by one goddess, and then the undead, he's the devil, but he's not really called the devil because it's a different religion kind of thing. But anyway, he created wow, I can't believe that's escaping my mind right now. They're humans, and he kills them and then reanimates them, but they don't degrade like zombies do. They act like normal people. They can do everything a normal person does, but they don't need to eat or anything like that, and they can go out in the daylight, obviously. And this guy made them because he's jealous of his sister and her vampires, so he wanted to make something, and they fight each other. So the premise of the books is this war, but each of the book in the series is one of the vampires from the Brotherhood and him finding his mate, which is the part that makes it smut. But there's an actual storyline, there's an actual plot. The characters are in depth and so relatable. There are moments of shock and awe and emotion, and they're all different. It's not like all of the brothers are the same, and it's not the same situation, and the girls are different, and sometimes you just don't know what's going to happen and how it's going to work out. Like, I don't want to do any spoilers, but there's two of them where the girls are human. And obviously vampires live for centuries, so how on earth are they going to have a serious relationship with a vampire in the long run, when their lifespan is shorter? But they both get solved. It gets solved. I'm not going to tell you how, but if you want to read the books, to find out. And I'm not even going to tell you which ones. But yeah, I've definitely cried, and I've been shocked, and I've been surprised. And I would rate the whole series 5 out of 5. It is amazing. That's the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. The first one is called Dark Lover, if you want to check it out. But anyway, that was my March wrap up. 13 books. And I'll put the links for the ones that I have reviewed in the comments below, in the description box, not the comments. I'll put it in the description box. And I got them all from my library, digitally or actual cover, borrowed from the library. I do not own a single one of those books. The library is a great resource, guys. Check it out. I feel like I'm advertising libraries, and I kind of am. But I work for it. And that is why I'm promoting it so much. No, I do. I've always used libraries, even when I was younger. They're worth it. Check them out. Anyway, thank you for listening to my ramblings on this lazy Sunday morning. And I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day. And I will see you in the next video.